Good day! I'm Morgan, and we're in the Jackrabbit Hollow, making hats. This hat, I have intention for this hat, and it's supposed to promote well-being while being beautiful and warm to wear.
I'm Abe, and you know, felted hats have been worn since the times of the ancient Romans. This hat was usually worn on a journey, and hats were generally a symbol of liberty. From a spiritual perspective, hats have been worn in rituals across the globe. In Judaism, men often cover their heads with a kippah, also known as a yarmulke, which is actually Yiddish. In Orthodox Judaism, you can also cover your yarmulke, your kippah, with a fedora. This same skull cap is found in many other religions, including Catholicism and Buddhism, which actually makes a lot of sense when you consider that the crown chakra is at the top of the head. So with that in mind, we can say that it is actually possible that the true origins of hat wearing, aside from protection from the sun, cold, or whatever, could have actually been to amplify the frequency of our crown chakra. This means that hats crafted with spiritual intention could actually help the growth and health of the crown chakra, which among many other things is the connection to your higher self. It also makes you think what other hats might be doing to this connection. So, when making or choosing a new hat, do it with intention. Because just like a guitar player wants to know which amp makes his instrument sound the best, so should a hat resonate with the person who wears it. Back to you, Morgan.
We're back. I'm gonna start by making my spiral twin mold. I have these fibers. These are alpaca llama fibers. The first thing I do is I coat my ball with dish soap. I've laid my fibers on my ball. You can see that they rotate in color, black, white, black, white. I'm gonna start wrapping it around in a spiral from the top. My fibers and just split them right in half. Take the tip and just pinch it in so that it's pointy. Now we've got our hat on a ball, and I know it looks like a big mess of wool, so we're going to go ahead and take it through the felting process. Here's a quick overview of that. I'm going to be blocking this hat and another hat that I previously made. I have some hot water, as hot as I can handle, in this bowl, and I've got a bar of soap. Take my hand and get it wet and rub the soap on it, and I'm going to rub it in my hat where I want to work it right now. Now I'm going to I've got my hat firmly on my mold, I'm going to just pinch it up in shape where I want it to be. I'm going to grab a fold and just run my fingers across, and if you need, this should be pretty easy to slide across. And the hot water helps the fibers to relax a little bit so that you can move them and they'll grab on in a different way. Use pins to hold it in place. Even a top hat is cool.
A top hat, beaver hat, high hat, silk hat, cylinder hat, chimney pot hat, stovepipe hat, or topper is a tall, flat-crowned, broad-brimmed hat, predominantly worn by men from the latter part of the 18th to the middle of the 20th century. In the past, top hats were made by blocking a single piece of wool or fur felt and then covering the shell with fur plush. The modern standard top hat is a hard, black silk hat with fur now often used. The collapsible silk opera hat, or crush hat, is still worn on occasions and black in color if worn with evening wear as a part of white tie. The other alternative hat for evening wear is the normal hard shell. The Mad Hatter from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland is commonly depicted wearing a top hat with a piece of paper which contains the inscription, which would have been the hat's price in old pounds sterling, 10 shillings and 6 pence, or half a guinea. The children's book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory depicts Willy Wonka as wearing a top hat. So many top hats throughout history, and just hats in general.
So I take my soapy, handy, watery hand, and I'm just gonna specify to the universe that this is what I want to be my brim. As you like. Don't poke yourself with your needles. I have to say that again and again, really to myself. And I'm gonna let it dry like that on Sally's head, maybe like a day. The design is totally up to you. I forgot to introduce my doll heads. This is Sally and Mally. I like the spiral because it amplifies the crown chakra. I also like the fedora because it has a triangle over the crown chakra. So I just want to tell you that you don't always have to block like I blocked, but now you have the tools to felt the hat and you can block it. So feel free to come up with your own designs.
Making hats can be really fun and easy, and can quickly turn into a great reason to gather. Take a rest, slow down, make something nice for yourself or a friend, have an experience. I highly recommend making your own hat. So many techniques. This is just one, and the possibilities are endless. This has been an episode of Hatting in the Hollow. Thanks for watching.
It's my house and my family. It's just one place to come on home. So spread the love, my fellows. That's everyone included. Share the love, my fellows. That's everyone included.
It wasn't that I was on a journey with the hat. It was that the hat was on a journey with me.